back to the On the Sticks podcast. This is episode 5. Today you are joined by Shimo, and that's it. Me and Shimo.
All alone.
Yeah.
They've ditched. They didn't like it from the last one.
Kicked them
What's
because
going
they were
on?
rubbish.
Yeah, that's right. How you going anyway?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, going good. Just got home from the cinema.
Oh, yeah, what'd you see?
Went and watched 1917.
Oh, yeah, how was it? Good?
It's I'm 50-50. It's probably one of the weirdest experiences I've had watching a movie.
Yep.
Like you feel fully immersed in the film. You feel like you're on the edge of your seat the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But you also feel, because it's supposed to be set as like a one-shot film, like there's no cut scenes or you're pretty much with the same guy the whole time. It just feels like you don't get a break.
Yep.
It's interesting storyline too. There's a couple of plot holes, but it's really good. Like I think it definitely deserves its rating that it got. Yeah. And also, I reckon they hit the nail on the head by getting an actor who isn't really well known. Yeah. It was interesting though. There was a couple of parts where you were just like, shit, like did that just like you just felt like you were there with them when it happened? Like it was just really good though. I definitely recommend go and watch it.
I'm keen on watching it. Wasn't sure if it would be one of those ones that gets hyped too much and then you go and see it and you're like, the fuck was this? Like,
yeah, I tried not to watch too many trailers on it.
Yeah.
Because I watched ages ago. They had like a sort of short doco series on how it was made.
Yep.
But other than that, it was really interesting. Good film. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think I got that when I think Avatar first came out. Like it came out and everyone's like, this is one of the best movies ever.
Yep.
They're like, shit, yeah, this is gonna be the best. And I mean, it was a good movie, but then it was not something you can go back and watch over and over. Like it's not a great movie. Like a great movie is something you can go back and watch.
Yeah, I kind of compare it to The Revenant. Did you watch that?
No, it's on my list to watch.
Okay, yeah, well, it's kind of like that in a way where you feel like it's like there's not. It's hard to explain because I'm not a fucking movie critic. Like it's like you're there next to them when it's all happening. The way it's filmed is just really immersive.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of compare it to that a bit because you're just like especially when he's fighting the bear in Revenant, the camera's down low, like in the fight scene and shit. And especially in this film, there's a lot of scenes where the camera's just non-stop following these guys they're walking for 5Ks and this camera's just with them the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see from like start to finish of like where they traveled from and where they got. Yep. So, yeah, not as much fighting either in it as what I expected.
For a war movie.
Yeah, I expected a bit more gunfight, but I suppose that's not really the storyline, really.
Yeah, compared to like Saving Private Ryan or anything else.
Yeah.
Have you watched Band of Brothers?
Is that the Mel Gibson movie?
No, it's a TV series.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't watched it.
You need to watch it.
Yeah, good.
It's so fucking good. It's like
okay.
Who made it? Pretty sure it was Tom Hanks.
Yep.
And so I think it was him. And can't think of that guy's name. But yeah, it's a TV series, and it's like about war, and I think it's like a 10-part or 12-part series, and it's fucking good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like it's apparently like people that were in, like they interview the people that they're playing parts, like a true story.
Yep.
And it just follows like a certain regiment. And they interview, like they have interviews of the real life people at the start and finish sort of thing of episodes and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to give it a look.
Yeah.
It's hard at the moment. Like, there's just that much shit that you get into, and like you just never finish anything. That's what I find anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then you watch something like I'm at the moment back into Gotham,
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
I'm up to whatever just come out the 5th or 6th season. I think it's the 5th.
Yep.
And it's just like I can't really remember too much that's happened before it because I
Mm-hmm.
watched them all ages ago.
Yep.
But it's still enthralling.
Well, I suppose I could fill you in because I'm currently at season 3 with Demi. So it's a good show though. Like
That
we've
is
been
good.
grinding it. It's yeah.
Good. Who's the main villain in 3?
At the moment,
Yeah.
it's switched from 2 guys. It was
Is it Fetch? Not Fetch. Tetch. Have you met him yet?
No, I haven't seen him yet. No, it's what's his name? The Joker. Well, I don't know if he's the Joker.
Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome. He's one of them. He's come back from the dead, and the other guy's he was like the billionaire who killed Jerome.
The billionaire that killed Jerome.
Yeah, like he broke them all out of Arkham, and then he wanted them to kill people and stuff, and then he acted like the hero and killed Jerome.
Yep.
But he was the actual psycho one. Then they tried to kill Bruce Wayne with like their cult.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've just passed that.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Got a fair bit of gaming news this week.
Yes.
It's been a big week in gaming. Start off with the main one I'm excited about is Xbox One.
Yep.
So they put out an article. Allegedly, it's going to support Steam, which is huge. Like that's a huge thing for me because I've been wanting to get a PC for a while now, and if it's going to be on a console where we can access these games, so I think it's just swaying me a bit towards the dark side again.
Do you reckon that would help them outsell the PlayStation?
Yeah, well, I mean that's a pretty big move.
Yeah.
Big move by them, isn't it? Like that's, I suppose Microsoft. It's massive for PC anyway. Like Mac's their only other sort of competitor. And I'm pretty confident to say that I'd probably go to Xbox if that is the case. But we don't know much about it yet. We just saw an article that it's going to support Steam, so it's exciting.
That is pretty exciting. Well, they reckon that in the end that everyone will be able to play pretty much any game on whatever hardware you have. Which would be ideal.
And yeah, that would be great, I think. And just being able to play with anyone.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a disconnection from, I mean, there's a couple of games that is doing crossplay and stuff, but I don't understand what the big deal is with, you play an Xbox and I play PlayStation, you're fucking shit. Like just stuff like that. I don't get it. Everyone likes to play games. Just leave it at that and let people have fun. I've played nearly every console there is, and I don't find it different. Obviously, the only thing's different is just the controller.
Yeah. Did you ever play the GameCube?
Yeah, I loved the GameCube.
Really? I never got into it. I thought it looked stupid.
I the main game I played in it was Smash Bros.
Yep.
Used to play a shit ton of that with my brother. He flogged me like all the time. I was only young, but it was it's heaps of fun, and I actually really liked the controller.
Apparently, it's one of the best controllers.
Really good stick positions and the triggers as well. Like, really comfortable.
I think in the latest episode of Sacred Symbols I listened to, they talked about it, and they said that apparently it's like still selling. People are still buying that controller. Yeah,
no, I'd definitely do it if it was a PlayStation or Xbox controller. Like for sure, it's really comfortable in hand.
Yeah.
So I think they need to get, instead of just creating these controllers that the company comes up with, they need to get people's opinions. What a comfortable mold is for the hand and like most accessible buttons and stuff like that. I know PlayStation's bringing out the new controller with buttons on the back. Like that's a pretty smart move.
Yeah. It needs to be standard, basically.
Yeah. It took a long time for me to adjust to the analog sticks on the PlayStation, if I'm honest.
Yep.
Because I'm used to the Xbox left analog stick being where the D-pad is on the PlayStation. Yeah. But now that I'm used to it, I love it. Yeah, it's fine. Next thing, I don't know if you saw, there might be a Grand Theft Auto 6 announcement in February.
I did say that. That's
Yeah,
exciting.
so
Wonder where it'll be
I-
set.
like what sort of town, like city?
City. Or,
Yeah.
sort of era, I
What
suppose.
was 5? Was it Los Angeles? Kinda, because I know the
Five.
beach. The beach was sort
Yeah,
of like
because it
the
had
dock.
the pier and shit in there.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I think 4 was. Actually, I can't remember what 4 was.
There was Vice City, Los Santos. Number 3 might have just been like New York or something. I don't know.
But it'd be interesting to see what they like and like era sort of thing. Like I mean, you look
Yeah,
at like San Andreas, where it was sort of I don't know what the era would
kind
be.
of like the hood gangs and stuff.
Yeah, and then the latest one.
Yeah.
Would you look at
So
getting it?
probably not on the release day. Probably not.
Later on
I
down
don't
the
think.
track.
I tend to like, obviously with Call of Duty and stuff, you kind of what you're going to get before it comes out. You get multiplayer, the campaign, blah blah blah. You want to get other people's opinions on these sort of games before you have a crack.
Yep.
If it's really good, I'll probably get it. Probably only get it also if I know you guys are going to get it, because I don't want to be playing it by myself.
Yeah, that's it.
Because it can be a fairly I don't know, boring game at times.
Yeah.
You can only steal so many cars and beat up enough civilians and shit. Like, it doesn't.
Just now I think we're all sort of. It's harder to play like single player games.
Yeah.
Or find the time to play a single player game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time you're sort of jumping on for an hour or two, like, or 3, and you sort of just want to be in the action.
Yeah, that's right. And time's a big thing too. Like, you can't really get into the groove of playing Call of Duty if you're only on for half an hour.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't not a very good grind. You want to have at least, because like, if you think you're playing 15-minute games on Call of Duty, if they're slow games.
Yeah. 2 games.
Yeah, that's right. So unless you're a pro player, you're not going to get really good session in.
No.
I mean, your KD's already amazing, so.
I wish. It was better.
Yeah.
That's like, I really want to play Red Dead 2 again, but I just don't know. It's like, you can't find the time. Apparently, it's really like you need to play long hours because it's like that much, like it's that immersive, and the controls and all that sort of stuff. Like, you don't play it for like a week or something, you sort of forget the little things.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the best games that are out at the moment, but finding time to play.
That's right.
It's too hard.
The life of a game reviewer would be good. I'll definitely put my hand up to do that shit. Anyway, Ninja got his own skin in Fortnite.
Yes, I did say that.
Making some big bucks, he is, because he got the big move from Twitch to Mixer for. I saw on a podcast he was on, the guy sort of mentioned around the $40 million mark for the move.
Yep.
Which I'd kind of I think if I was to get that big of a payday, I don't think I'd bother with it anymore.
You wouldn't think so, but I suppose he just loves it.
Yeah, I just these guys are streaming for 6 to 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
And they reckon that it's just, when they get off, they're just zonked. Like, they're just so brain dead because they're constantly just, like, they don't get a break. They just constantly go.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're just playing games, and people think that playing games, it's not tiring in any way, but these guys are playing at such a high level that they're...
Yeah, and you got to keep that energy up.
Yeah, exactly. They're entertaining.
Yeah, it wouldn't be easy.
And they like people are paying for their services, really, like the donations and subscribing and stuff like that.
Yeah, imagine the amount of flack you'd cop if you just stopped streaming after that. or that payout or whatever. Just the abuse he would cop.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
it.
Yeah, even just like the people that have subscribed and pay money to watch him, like,
yeah,
what do they think? Like, I've just wasted all this money, and now I can't watch him ever again. Like,
yeah, I've gotten to a tier 3 subscription level, and I've got these emotes that I can't use because he's never online.
Yeah,
shit like that would piss me off. I suppose. Yeah, good on him for not quitting. Then I probably would have. $40 million. That's a lot of it's a lot of ice cream.
It is.
Call of Duty. We've got an extension of season 1 with the crossbow coming out.
I did hear there was an extension. I didn't realize it was for a crossbow.
Oh, it's not just for the crossbow. That's just like a new weapon that they're going to add.
Yeah.
But
did you see that the fires thing that they had, the skins that you could buy, and all the proceeds from that went to the fire?
Yeah, I did see that. That's awesome, isn't it?
That was pretty cool. Even some of the stuff was pretty decent too. Like, it wasn't just like shitty little things.
So did you get the pack? Did you? Or?
Nah, I wanted to,
Nah.
but I just can't separate from the money at the moment.
Yeah. So talking about the fires, you had a pretty close call last week.
Yeah.
We didn't really get time to talk about it because everyone was going on. But do you want to talk a bit about it now? Or?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Just, what was it, last Friday? I think it was.
Yeah.
That was a weird night. Just sitting on the couch and just put Peyton down to sleep.
Yep.
And I think I got the fire up on the phone. It goes off. I see there's a fire in Barranduda, like not far from where I live.
Yep.
And then I sort of, you could see the smoke, and it didn't seem to be too big. We had one previously. It was a false alarm, so I didn't think too much of it. And then next thing I know, Peyton's woken up screaming her head off. We go in there, and she's thrown up everywhere.
Oh no!
So I'm screaming out to Em saying, "You need to start a shower." So we put her in there, and we were in the shower, and I'm sort of running around trying to clean up her mess and change her bedding and all that sort of stuff so I can get her down to bed. And then next thing I checked my phone, and there was like, I think I had 6 or 7 missed calls, all these text messages going.
Yeah.
Like, you need to get out. We've been told to leave. I got the message from the government saying you'd leave now, sort of thing. And then I saw one of my mates, Blocky, he had a missed call from him, and then I saw him driving around, going to be going past my house. So I tried to run out the front to catch him. I opened up the door, and Caitlin was standing there, and she's like, "What are you doing? You need to leave now." I'm just like, "What?" And I'm still in the shower with Peyton. Carter's sleeping in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Hadn't packed anything. We're freaking out. We're just like, what the frick's going on here?
So you didn't know that the fire was this close until you saw the missed calls and stuff. Well, not even then. You didn't really know how close it was.
No, I didn't really keep track of it, sort of thing, because Peyton was, something wrong with her. She spewed up everywhere. Yeah, that's priority, isn't it? Yeah. And I saw the smoke, so it's hard to sort of see how far away it was, but you can see the smoke. But then after I saw the phone calls, and I let Caitlin in because she's like, "I'll help you pack and stuff." Standing in my living room, I could see the fires. It wasn't at my front door. It was, I don't know, trying to think of how long it takes for me to drive from my house to that spot. It'd be about 4 minutes. Yeah, okay. So whatever that would be. And as we know, fire travels pretty freaking quick. Yeah, and out where we live is dry as at the moment. And it's
and it just happened to be that night that we had crazy winds as well.
Yeah, exactly. It just rolled in, and then it's crazy. Have you driven past it yet?
No, but I've seen a lot of photos of the damage that it done.
Yeah, well,
pretty scary stuff.
Where it went up that hill, there's 2 or 3 houses on there. And
shit, did they get damaged or?
There was only one damaged property. I think that was right at the start of the fire. But
Yeah.
then it's obviously jumped the road and then gone up the hill, and there's 2 or 3 houses up there, and I think the firefighters went straight to them.
Yeah.
Just to defend it. Like, they're still fine. You can see all the black scorch marks around the houses, and then their houses like hasn't been touched.
Yeah.
Which is pretty lucky.
Mm.
And then so we're packing bags and all that sort of stuff, and I send Em off in the car with the 2 kids, and then I was waiting for my mum's boyfriend to arrive because he said he was going to come out and help us, but then we sort of just like left.
Yeah.
And, so we left probably like 3 to 4 minutes after Em did.
Yeah. Okay.
We get onto like the main highway sort of thing, and we get blocked, and they go, you can't go through here because it's too risky. I'm thinking, shit, Em's going to be in the middle of that.
Yeah.
So they turn us around, and we have to go like the longest way home, like I'm trying to get to my mum's house. We have to go like out through Kiwa, and then out to the Weir, and then out over to Aubrey.
Shit.
Because they blocked pretty much from the stump out to like Barranduda, and then all to Leneva out to like Bronagilla, that intersection. So it's pretty insane. But like, I called Em and I was like, "Where are you?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm at like Macca's." So she'd passed through it all, but she said it was like she got to sort of Rockland and couldn't see much because it was just thick.
Yeah.
So that was pretty scary.
Bloody oath. Especially not being with like. Did Em have both the kids, or did you?
Nah, she had both.
That would have been.
I just had the dog.
Yeah, that would have been pretty scary, not knowing if everything was all good.
It's just so quick.
Yeah,
and
well, that's the thing. Like, you didn't really know until it was pretty close. Like,
I just had like everything, and then you see the TV adverts and all that sort of shit in the radio and about getting fire plans and all that sort of shit, and then you go, and it's never like, yeah, you need to think about it, but you go, it'll be right, like, I don't know what to do. And then I think when we had the false alarm, we're like, yeah, we definitely need to set up a fire plan, so if something happens, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Talked about it a couple times, didn't eventuate, and then and then afterwards we're like, we really need to fucking sort something out. We need to get all our documents into a safe spot, because like, we're running around trying to make sure we get birth certificates, passports, wedding certificate, all that sort of shit. I think we end up leaving our birth certificates because we couldn't find them.
Yeah.
And I mean, we still haven't done it, but
we're pretty safe where we are, but we have like a sort of like a big, massive filing folder thing.
Yep.
We just chuck everything in, like it's not sorted or whatever. We just know though, like if we ever have to leave, we can just grab that. Everything's in it. We just picked that up from like the local hardware store and shit.
Yeah. So we got like under my desk, we got a standard filing cabinet sort of thing that's separated. Like I got tax folder and just boring shit.
Yeah.
But I said to her, we need to put like this is our to grab folder. So if something happens, this is everything. Like all the main shit's gonna be in there.
Yeah. That's it.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, we got a fair bit of rain in town tonight. I don't know, did you get any out there?
Yeah, we got shitloads.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, we've been needing it for a bit.
Oh, and it's funny because like I nearly went to put the sprinkler on. I'm like, no, I think it might rain. Like we had a little bit today, and all the kids, Payne and Carter and Em slept through most of it today.
Yeah.
Because we went to the park today and had a ride on the bikes, and Peyton was knackered, didn't sleep for ages, and then brought her home and she slept for like 2 hours.
Oh, awesome.
And went down for a sleep, and they slept through all the storm. Like it was windy, thunder, rain coming quick.
Yeah.
Hammered out here.
It was a good day to just chill inside. We went into the cinema and it was bloody hot, like sweating like crazy during tea.
Yeah.
We come out and it's just pissing down.
That's weird. Normally the cinema's cold as. They normally have the air cranking all the time.
Yeah, no, they didn't tonight, which was annoying. But
What's your go-to meal at the cinemas?
Like combo and stuff.
Yeah.
Usually we get like our combo.
Is that 2 drinks and a popcorn?
Yeah, and then we'll just get like bolt-ons, like chocolates and ice cream and shit like that. Especially with like Demi being pregnant at the moment, we just love it. So it's not helping my situation. I just keep getting bigger and bigger. But anyway,
has she had any cravings?
No, it's weird. She just has like, so like she has sort of just she'll be sitting there and she'll just be like looking in the cupboard, and she'll just find something that she like wants to eat, and she'll just smash it like quick.
Yep.
It'll be gone in seconds.
Right.
And then it'll just be something else. Like she doesn't have like a set thing that she's into at the moment.
Yep.
The only thing I have noticed that she's started having more is a lot more meat.
Yep.
Which we sort of picked at the start that it's going to be a boy, because apparently that's like a sign that the boy's coming or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I'm not into that shit. I just think you get what you get and whatever.
All wild wives' tales.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Em didn't get any either. Like for either of them, she didn't really get any sort of cravings. Like
that's good for us, like not having to run around trying to find it.
So I was always waiting for that message after like training, going, "You need to get me a jar of pickles or something stupid. I want bread with Skittles on top or something." Just but, which is good.
Because you do hear those stories of like them waking up at 3 a.m, just like craving a fucking burger.
Yeah.
And you have to go to Macca's and you're just dead in the bloody jar. Like, I'm glad I haven't had to do that. It's good. Last thing I've got for gaming, which is another thing that's going to add to why I want to get an Xbox. Sony has announced that they're skipping E3 2020.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that the PlayStation isn't ready yet. And that won't be ready by the release date that we were given originally during the Christmas break of 2020.
True.
So, I mean, if they can come out and they can give us some specs saying, you know, this is what we're going to give you is 10 times more powerful than the PlayStation 4. We're going to be able to support games that Xbox can't. Yep. They just need to sell it. And if they can do that, I'll stay with PlayStation. But for now, I think my chips are with Xbox.
Yeah, nice. They skipped it last year too.
Did they?
Yeah. Apparently that's kind of dying. E3 is sort of dying.
Okay.
It's not like they almost, because there's so many
sort of gaming conferences and stuff.
Yeah, they're just like, it's sort of cost them, like it's not worth their money and time.
Yeah.
So I think last year they skipped because I think they sort of just didn't have anything new to sort of sell.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Talk about. And
I was always under the impression that like the E3s was where they did announce like new consoles and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they announced like the PlayStation Pro and the Xbox what was it, the Xbox One S or something like that?
Yeah. One X.
Something.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Surely they'd make sure that they come out at a similar time.
Yeah, well, it's a smart marketing move, isn't it? No one's like everyone just wants better. They don't care who it comes from. They just want better.
Yeah.
I know that I want better. I want PC games with console games in the one thing, and Xbox have said that, so they've got my vote already.
Yep.
So, and the price range might be massively different to the PlayStation 4, and that might be a thing that keeps me PlayStation. I don't know. We'll see. But at the moment, I'm definitely excited to see what the Xbox does have to offer.
Yep.
From last week's episode, I've got one fact check.
Mm-hmm.
All you boys didn't believe me when I said that Call of Duty sold 250 million copies, and I was right. I checked it, and got the official website, and yeah, it's 250 million copies have been sold since the first game. So
I reckon every single one of us, probably apart from you, obviously, I reckon we all just thought 250 million, thinking money, not the actual game.
No, fair enough. Yeah.
So like 250 million of the game at whatever price, say average $40, like that'd go like in the billions.
Well, I was looking at like the list of like how many units every game has sold, and Modern Warfare, the most recent one, that's the best selling one so far.
Really?
So they've sold 31 million copies.
Jesus.
So that gives you a bit of an idea of how it is just around the 250 million sort of part. Because, the earlier ones, they didn't even reach 4 million, I think.
Yep.
Last year's edition, Black Ops 4, that got 30 million. This year's got 31. So it's getting better every year. It's pretty much like every year.
Gaming's becoming more and more broader, I suppose. A lot more people are sort of doing it. It doesn't seem like it's as for just kids anymore.
Yeah, which is good because, gaming's it's awesome. And the more people we can get doing it, the more money that's in it, the more better products we're going to get. It's, I'm excited to see where we're going to end up in 10 years' time, that's for sure.
Do you have any gaming merchandise?
I used to have, I don't know where it's ended up now, but I used to have like the Black Ops 3, I think it was like the premium pre-order or something. Yep. And it came with like a massive case and it had like a night vision goggle set and all this shit.
Jesus.
Which was awesome. Like I could walk around the house at fucking 2 a.m, night vision goggles on. But I don't know. I don't have anything now.
Yeah.
Other than like the consoles and shit, but that's nothing. So
yeah.
How about you? Do you have much?
Not really. I've just got that Fallout character that I put on top of my tree.
Yep.
And then I think somewhere I've got a Saints Row 2 singlet because I did the pre-order and got like a singlet and then a bullet-shaped USB and some other weird shit. Maybe even some dog tags or something.
You got to wear that singlet to train one night.
Oh, if I can find it. If it fits.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fucking hilarious.
Fucking purple singlet.
Yeah. Just wear a purple bandana or something.
I'll try. I'll do it.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick. I got a couple of not fast fire questions, but you know how it is.
Just thought-provoking questions.
Yeah, so I was just like my first week back at work, and it's been a drag this week. So I've been trying to think of things for the podcast because that's what makes me days entertaining and shit. One of the things I thought, I don't know what, I think I was listening to a podcast and they brought it up. So everyone who listens to this podcast, if they listen, they've met the five of us, the 5 boys that we usually play games with.
Yeah.
Hopefully they got a bit of an idea of like who Ryan, Tyler, and Azza are. Out of us 5 boys, who do you think would be the first to die in a zombie apocalypse? Azza.
For sure.
Okay. Do you have a reasoning behind your answer?
Probably have to be his flat feet.
Flat feet. Can't tip your toe on those feet.
Can't be quiet.
Yeah.
I was trying to crack jokes to it or something.
Him and Tyler would get into an argument, give away their position, and Tyler's just quicker. So, I'd probably say Az. It's unfortunate because I do like Az, but I'd probably just trip him over and just keep running, I think.
I reckon he'd be the slowest.
Yeah. I'd be close between him and I. I'm fucking pretty slow at the moment.
Partly because we're all injured.
Yeah, that's it. On the topic of Azza and Tyler arguing, who do you reckon would win out of fight of them two?
Ooh. I reckon Azza.
Mm. Have you ever seen Az in a fight?
Never in a fight, but I've seen him what he's like when he's drunk.
Okay.
He's an angry
So is
drunk.
so are we turning this into a drunken fight?
Nah, just I reckon that rage that comes out when he's drinking
Oh.
would come out in a fight.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see what you Yeah, I think Tyler would be a bitch in a fight, so I reckon Az would probably flog him.
Tyler is a bit of a bitch.
Sorry, Tyler, if you listen to this. Yeah, that's the. Oh, I've got two other ones, but I'll wait. I'll wait a bit. Have you got anything that you want to discuss?
Touched on most of my topics.
Yeah.
I do have some 2 fighting ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Just some fast, like this or that sort of questions.
Yep.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard?
I think Stevie G.
Stevie G.
He's just a bigger legend.
Yep.
Than Frank Lampard. He's scored way more better goals. Yeah, definitely Stevie G.
Yeah, I reckon he just seems like a fitter. Seems to be fitter than Frank. I reckon.
He could slip in the fight though.
True.
And then Frankie would be all over him.
Straight knee to the nose as he's slipping over. The next one's who would win between Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin for sure. Did you watch the fight with the bird?
Yeah, just non-stop.
Peter Griffin's got that stamina. He is not giving up.
No, I reckon they both have. Like, I reckon Homer. I think he's been in a couple scraps and he just doesn't stop either. Plus,
they're both indestructible.
Yeah, so it's like 2 indestructible forces going against each other.
Yeah, so it'd be kind of like a boring fight in the end. Like, Homer can take as many punches as you want.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin just doesn't stop, so. What did you see anything with the Conor McGregor fight today?
No, I just saw the a quick replay. I didn't watch it live.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it live either, and I'm glad I didn't because.
It was over quite quick.
Yeah, like paying that money. He's done it twice now, where he's knocked out someone in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think what is it, like $70 or something?
Yeah, for the pay-per-view. I mean, the fights beforehand were pretty good, but no one's there to watch those fights.
Nah.
They want to watch the main card.
Yeah.
But
he bloody killed him.
Yeah, it was just that kick. I didn't know he had it in his locker. That fucking kick to the head. It was interesting too because he just blocked a perfect kick from Cerrone beforehand.
Yeah. And
just snapped him back.
Those shoulders just broke his nose.
Yeah, bloody oath. I didn't even pick up on those shoulders until like an hour after the fight. I saw another from a different angle footage of him just like sort of throwing into him.
Yeah.
And that's just brutal. Like I've seen people do elbows and stuff, but I've never seen sort of like the shoulder.
Yeah. Knocked him around a bit.
It looked to me as if Cerrone was tired before the fight started.
It kind of looked fixed a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking that too earlier. Like this is at the end of the day, the UFC is a business, and Conor McGregor brings the biggest views, the most amount of money. Cerrone got the biggest payday of his life.
Yeah.
To fight McGregor. He's already got the most amount of fights in the UFC for like longest record.
And now McGregor's done a knockout in each, like 3 different weights.
Yeah. Sort of like a fairy tale for him, really. But I think he just wants to keep going, McGregor.
Do you reckon he's going to stay? Or I did see something today that I think he wants to do 3 fights this year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he did say in an interview that he wants to this is the start of a new season for him.
Yeah.
And I think he's interested in fighting in this division.
Yeah.
Because he feels the best. This is his quote. Like he says that he feels the best at the weight that he is now.
Mm.
And like in my opinion, he probably looks better than what he did in like 145.
Did you see the photos doing the rounds today?
Sorry, photos of
like of him in the lower weight, like
he looked like a skeleton. Like just a heavy drug user, like just real bad.
Yeah. And now he's ripped as. But I think there's talk of him fighting Manny Pacquiao too.
Oh, boxing again?
Yeah, $250 million apparently.
Of course. He's just a freak, isn't he? He's just a businessman.
And especially, I think Manny will probably want to do it because they reckon it'll be his retirement fund, basically.
Yeah. Well, what is it? 250 to the winner, and the loser gets 50 million or something.
Nah, I think it might be split that 250. So they'll split that 250 however way.
Yeah. Okay. So winner probably gets like 60%.
Yeah, or it's probably not even that sort of. They probably just pre-organise it. Say whoever organises the fight might get 70% of it straight away.
Yeah.
No matter win or loss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd be happy with 20% of that.
Oh, definitely. I'd be happy with 1%.
Yeah. I'd let either of them flog me for fucking 0.5%. Yeah. There was did you ever play Left 4 Dead 3? Not Left 4 Dead 3, sorry, that's not even out yet. Left 4 Dead, the games?
I remember playing 1.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was. Is it? I'm trying to think which. I'm not sure actually.
So it's a zombie game.
I remember playing 2 different type of zombie games.
Yeah. I think it was only on Xbox from memory. Heaps of fun. So you start. Sorry, excuse me. You start 4 people. There's like you've got 4 characters.
Yep.
And you've got to do you got to sort of complete a mission.
Yep.
It's kind of like zombies on Call of Duty in a way. Like you start at a certain location, you've got to sort of get to another sort of place. And you get knocked and your teammates can lift you up and stuff like that. But there's all like different types of zombies and it's just a pretty thrilling game.
Yep. They're
thinking of making a Left 4 Dead 3, which would be pretty cool.
Just for Xbox?
I don't know, actually. I didn't see if it was... It might be for PC as well.
Yeah.
Like, surely it would be for PC because that's the dominant sort of gaming device at the moment, isn't it?
So I'm seeing so many Tarkov videos at the moment. It's just like, I want to play it already.
Oh, tell me about it. It looks so good. It just looks like... It kind of looks like the next... I don't want to speak too highly of it, but it looks like the next sort of Fortnite. Like it looks like all the streamers are.
I've lost you. You're there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What happened there?
I don't know. It just went like quiet as I couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. I've got 2 fast fire questions for you.
Yeah, right.
What's the weirdest thing a guest has done at your house? If you've ever had a guest do a weird thing at your house.
I had I think it might have been for my birthday. I had all my family over for pizza, and one of my nieces didn't realise, but she'd gone to the toilet and just used too much toilet paper. Flushed it, didn't realise, she just left it, and then I went to go to use the toilet later on, and it was just full to the brim. I was like, "That's fucking lucky I'm a plumber." Oh no,
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah.
And
That's all right. Lucky you.
yeah, you.
I've had a few cases of weird shit. This one time when I was younger, it was pretty much around the period of Paranormal Activity, those movies.
Yep.
So me and a mate, we watched Paranormal Activity 1, which is one that scared the fuck out of me. Like it really affected me somehow, that movie.
Yep.
I think it might have been just because I was young. But he stayed over for the night. We watched that movie. Well, I went to bed, woke up at around 3 o'clock to him making some like weird sounds.
Yeah.
And I don't know what made me do it for some reason. I don't know why, but I pulled out my phone and just started like recording, like filming it.
Yeah.
He like gets up out of bed, and my bedroom at the time was like the door opened and it was just like straight down the hallway to the kitchen, like you'd see the kitchen from my bedroom.
Yep.
He fucking sprints from my room down to the kitchen and just like skids to a stop at the island, the kitchen island.
Yeah.
And he's standing there, and I'm filming him, and I walk up to him, and like freaking out at this point. I'm thinking like my fucking mate's possessed, and like what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Get up to the kitchen, and he's telling me, he's like, I want toast. Give me some toast. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you want fucking? It's like 3 a.m. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, I want toast. Like, can I just have some toast? I'm like, yeah, oh, whatever. All right, you're the guest. I'll make you some fucking toast, whatever. Make him toast. Just put butter on it because he's fucking sleepwalking. Send him back to bed. He gets into the bed and he starts rocking back and forth. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm out. I'm waking up my mum. I got my mum. She comes in and she like somehow just got him to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But I was lying there for like I didn't go to sleep for the rest of the night. I'm thinking he's going to get up. He's going to drag me out of my fucking bed down the hallway, take me up into the roof and fucking kill me. I was freaking out. And then the next day when I showed him like the footage of it, he was bawling his eyes out. He's like, what the fuck? I don't remember any of that. Like I fucking got possessed. He went home and his mum was like, what were you watching? I'm like, Paranormal Activity. He's like, he's never coming over again. And I was like, what the fuck? It was fucking crazy. And then like we saw each other at school. Like, mate, I could send this around and it would fucking be hilarious. But I did because I didn't want the ghost to haunt me. So.
That's pretty scary.
I don't know. I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe that there's like some sort of like weird energy there. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yep.
Not ghosts, but I just think that there's like a sort of middle dimension. You're fucked.
I've got a few.
Okay, cool.
Mine are real basic ones, not thought-provoking.
Okay, cool. Good, because I'm getting tired. So.
All right. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke. For sure.
Half full or half empty?
Yeah, half full.
Half full. Netflix.
Are you half empty?
No, I'd say half full, I reckon.
Okay. That took a long time to figure that out.
I was just like, what do I say?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever said it, but anyway.
No. Netflix or Stan?
I've kind of been swaying a bit more to Stan lately.
Yep.
Look, Netflix is all right, but I don't know. I think Netflix is only good for the TV series. Like the movies on there are a bit. Stan's got just a bigger base of movies, I think.
Yeah.
Especially ones that you want to watch, like from like a while ago. Yeah. Netflix are all like the less views they get, they sort of take them off. But Stan has like a lot of like the like prequel movies and stuff, like sequels and shit like that.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely Stan.
Yep. Cereal or toast?
Probably cereal. I'll go through phases though.
Yep.
I go through phases where I can go through a loaf like in 2 days.
What's your favourite cereal?
Probably Weet-Bix.
Yeah, Decent.
Wheat Bix with the decent amount of sugar.
Gotta have that sugar.
Yeah.
Macca's or KFC?
Oh. KFC. I had KFC today. So yeah, KFC.
Sweet. What's worse, doing the laundry or doing the dishes?
I actually don't mind doing the dishes. I used to do it for a job. Well, not really like that was my job, but that was part of the job.
Yep.
And I think I sort of found like a way of just sort of zoning out while doing it. I fucking hate doing the washing actually, especially like inside out socks and
Yeah. I'm happy putting the washing in. It's just folding it.
Yeah. I don't mind putting it in and just pressing some buttons and I'm done. That's all right. Folding it too, yeah, that pisses me off.
Yeah. Would you ever want to get a cleaner?
We actually spoke about this. There's my partner and I, we spoke about there's a company around like Albury Wodonga. It's like $90 for them to clean for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're thinking like when you're renting a house, you're expected to like have the house spotless when you leave. So I think I'm just going to call them and get them to do the whole place when we have everything out.
Yeah.
Saves us having to stress about it.
Yeah.
Because like our dogs just like demolished the carpet in this place.
Oh really?
Yeah, she was really bad when she was a puppy.
Yep.
Just didn't realize like outside was the toilet and stuff like that. And it's probably our fault. Like we let her inside a lot.
Yep.
But
they do that.
Are your dogs outside dogs?
Yeah.
Especially with the kids now.
Big time.
Yeah.
It's like, got a golden retriever and her fur is goes everywhere.
Yeah.
And she we're trying to teach her to she's just so full on.
Oh, okay, just energetic.
Yeah, just like it jumps up a lot. So we're trying to enforce it, stop her from doing that, which is pretty difficult. Plus,
do you get to take her to do much? Or
not as much as we used to now with the 2 kids. We're trying to do it, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Gets hard.
Especially at the moment, like with all this smoke that's been around.
Yeah, you don't want to go outside.
No, it's not very good for them.
No, and then especially when I was at work, I'd be doing massive days. It's 6 till 5.
Yeah.
And you get home and
last thing you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you want to spend time with the kids, but then you also got to mow the lawns. You got to clean up the dog shit, do the weeds, and being an adult's hard.
take being a kid for granted so much.
Oh, don't you?
Like I talk to my brothers, one's 10, one's 12, and the other one's 16.
Yeah.
And they're always like, "Oh, can't wait to move out and have your own place." And I'm like, you don't. I understand your feelings, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to pay bills. You don't want to have to do this shit.
Yep.
Fucking pain in the ass, just having to sort out groceries and stuff like that. Just
every week. Trying to decide on dinners is one of the hardest things ever.
Yep. We've gotten pretty good at it. We'll just as we're doing groceries, we'll just look at stuff and think, hey, that'll be like a nice roast, or that'll be a nice pasta dinner or whatever. But we were going through the stage when Demi was still working. It was we'd have takeout 3 times a week, and we'd go out for dinner fucking the other nights.
Yeah.
Because money wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
Then we just didn't. And I think about it now, we could have saved up
so much
and fucking bought a house easily bought a house.
That's depressing, isn't it?
Yeah, because we're living off my wage now. Her wage was pretty much play money.
Yeah.
We could have fucking had our own. I could have had my own den, my own fucking man cave.
That's bad. That's like when I worked at I used to work at Mars. I was on really good coin.
Yeah.
And I was still living at home, and I was paying $50 a week in board.
Yeah.
And then afterwards when I left, I'm like, what did I do with my money? Like I was on like 28 an hour.
Shit. And how old were you?
What was I, 18?
Oh, okay.
And like I never went out.
Yeah.
Like all that sort of shit. But yeah, just used to spend it all on food. Like, cause, yeah, it just took it. Like Em and I used to go out all the time because living at home,
Yeah.
you just want to get out of the house.
Yeah. No, I know exactly.
It's just,
Yeah.
Oh, now I think back, and it's just like, what did I do with all my money?
Yeah. If only there was someone there to fucking tell us just to be smart.
Yeah.
Actually, no, there were people there. I just didn't listen to them. That's my fault. Anyway. I suppose coming up, good time to finish, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon it is.
All right. Well, you've been listening to the On the Sticks podcast. Thanks for tuning in for episode 5. Make sure to have a look on our YouTube channel. It'll be uploaded along with episode 4. And yeah, make sure you give us a like and a subscribe and turn on those bells as well to get the notifications for each week.
And tell your friends.
Yeah, exactly. See you later.
See you.